Wow, Josie, you make a really beautiful prom queen.
Welcome to WatchMojo's Did You Catch That? And today we're counting down our picks for the times when people, either real or fictional, wore costumes we've seen before. Number 10, The Red Coat, Elizabeth and Camelot.
Are you all in agreement?
I say there's never been a better time or occasion.
In the 1998 period drama Elizabeth, Cate Blanchett starred as Queen Elizabeth I. Her wardrobe was as ostentatious as everything else in the film, but one item, a gorgeous red coat, has had a life after the Tudor era. Well, technically, it was about 1,000 years or so before the Tudor era. In Star's short-lived series Camelot, Eva Green seemingly wore the same piece as antagonist Morgan Pendragon, but this robe appears to have been around the block many times. It was also used on The Tudors, worn by Natalie Dormer, who played Elizabeth I's mother, Anne Boleyn. Number 9, The Pink Dress, Marie Antoinette, and A Royal Affair. In Sofia Coppola's underrated 2006 biopic based on Antoinette's life, Kirsten Dunst stuns in an array of ensembles, namely a sugary sweet peach-coloured pastel garment by Oscar-winning designer Milena Cananero. The pink dress is so good, it's seemingly found new life.
Remember, you represent the future.
The acclaimed fashion notably appears to have made its way onto a Royal Affairs film set a few years later. Number 8, Runaway Bridal Gown, Friends, and Edgar Allan Poe's murder mystery dinner party. When we first see the rich and spoiled Rachel Green, she's running into Central Perk in an ornate, embroidered wedding dress. She has just realised her impending marriage is a mistake and has run from the altar. But perceptive Friends fans would have gotten déjà vu years later if they happened upon the 2016 web series Edgar Allan Poe's Murder Mystery Dinner Party. After roughly 22 years, the dress, sans veil and captured in more sinister lighting, seemingly appears on ghost protagonist Lenore.
That's me! She died on the very same railroad named after her by her father.
Number 7, Peggy's Easter dress, Mad Men and The Help. This dress, with its memorable checkered print, can notably be seen on Elizabeth Moss, whose character wears it for Easter Sunday in the show's second season. But the concrete jungle of New York isn't the only place the garment appears to have been used. Indeed, you can spot it at a Mississippi gathering in The Help. There it appears, albeit in different lighting, on Anna Camp's Southern Society lady.
To Skeeter and her job. Last stop till marriage.
Number 6, An Unsinkable Coat, Titanic, and Tuck Everlasting. James Cameron's 1997 disaster epic cost about $200 million to make, and the clothes surely made up a solid portion of that.
Shall we go dress, Mother? See you at dinner, Jack.
We might never know where most of Kate Winslet's wardrobe ended up, but we do think we've seen one piece, or one copy of it at least, since. The coat she wears as she descends into the flooding corridors of the lower decks appeared to show up again on Alexis Bledel in 2002's Tuck Everlasting. Number 5, Reusable Armour, Season of the Witch and Vikings.
A vow must be fulfilled, else it is no vow at all.
Even at the cost of your life.
Even then.
The acclaimed medieval series Vikings has apparently seen its fair share of recycled costumes. Michael Fassbender's Macbeth armour would reappear on the series, worn by actor Alexander Ludwig. Whether you're fighting demons or an army of Saxons, a medieval warrior is in need of some good armour. Indeed, King Harold Finehair actor Peter Frangen donned what looked like the same armour Nicolas Cage sported in Season of the Witch for battle scenes on the historical drama. Number 4, Strutting in Stripes, Casino and The Nanny. It takes a real diva to pull off a Bob Mackie look. Fran Drescher clearly had the flair to pull it off.
You told me to get dressed up and get over here!
That was tonight? Ah, sucked you out!
The audience howled as she slinked down the stairs in it on The Nanny. But if you could have sworn you'd seen it somewhere before, you probably did. A year or so before it appeared on The Nanny, Sharon Stone strutted across a Las Vegas casino in this glittery and graphic striped Mackie number in 1995's Casino. Number 3, Coat of Many Colours, Waiting for the Light and Hairspray. McLean wore this colourful coat when she played the quirky Aunt Zena in a 1990 comedy called Waiting for the Light. The movie appears to have been largely forgotten, which is probably why the garment's reappearance some 17 years later didn't garner much excitement. But the coat seemingly did resurface on Motormouth Maybelle in the 2007 musical adaptation of Hairspray. Talk about a statement piece.
Well, love is a gift. A lot of people don't remember that.
Number 2, the Never Been Kissed dress. Never Been Kissed and Love Story music video. Although it's not even the most iconic prom dress Josie rocks in Never Been Kissed, it's just as distinctive. Even when you see it for just a split second in the margins of the screen, it makes an impact. Indeed, in Taylor Swift's music video for Love Story, an extra in the ballroom is seemingly wearing the gown Drew Barrymore's character dons in the 1999 flick's Climax. This is as blink and you miss it as it gets, but those dresses definitely look identical.
So, surprise.
Number 1, Madonna's Vogue gown, Dangerous Liaisons and 7th MTV Video Music Awards.
Strike the pose.
The stylized performance of Vogue at the 1990 MTV Video Music Awards still stands as one of Queen Madge's legendary moments. It was a fitting tribute to the aspirational opulence of the ballroom culture that inspired the song. But if you're a big fan of costume dramas, you may have recognized this beautiful frilly piece inspired by 18th century French fashion. It's actually reportedly one of the gowns worn by Glenn Close in 1988's Dangerous Liaisons.
Is that so?
Oh, yes. I'm also inclined to see this as one of my greatest triumphs.